In this video, I'm going to be revealing the new biggest screen window jump shot in NBA 2K22 next gen and current gen. But first, if you're looking for somebody to grind your badges, hit up Elite Badge Grinding. They're super fast and 100% legit. Click their links in the description and let them know Hambo sent you. Also, if you guys haven't done so already, please scroll down, smash that big red subscribe button. We're honestly so close to 10K, it's crazy. So starting things off, I'm going to give you guys the #1 biggest screen window jump shot on next gen that is also fast. Then the biggest screen window jump shot for bigs. And then finally the absolute #1 biggest screen window jump shot in the entire game. And then I'll also do the exact same thing on current gen. So first things first, if you're looking for a fast jump shot that also has one of the biggest screen windows in the game, then I would recommend using Derrick Rose. I'd recommend comboing this base with 50% Larry Bird and 50% Paul George to pretty much make this an auto green jump shot. This jump shot only has a slightly smaller green window than the #1 biggest green window jump shot in the entire game, but it's also significantly faster. This speed can be a good and a bad thing because it makes it easier for you to get it off, but also makes it harder for you to time it. This jump shot is also super smooth and super easy to green because of its Q. If you're a returning viewer, you already know what a Q is. And that it pretty much tells you when to release square, so that way even if you don't use a meter, you can still time it correctly. The cue for this jump shot is going to be pretty simple. You're going to want to release square when you see the ball start moving towards the basket. On this jump shot, the ball kind of moves in more of a swinging motion than like a snapping motion that you might see with some other jump shots. So you kind of just want to release square when you see the arms start to swing towards the basket, like right here. If you need to release square at this time consistently, then it will also be green consistently. This jump shot is super smooth, pretty fast, and also has a massive green window, making it super easy to green. For the second jump shot on next gen, it's going to be for big men with restricted jump shot bases, since they can't really access any of the other jump shots on this list. If you are a big man, then I would recommend using base Anthony Davis with release 1, 60% Paul George, and release 2, 40% Marquise Chris. Of course, this jump shot has a massive green window and also works for 6'10" and taller players. Base Davis is kind of on the slower side, although for a big man jump shot, it doesn't really matter and also kind of makes it easier to green. This jump shot, as I already said, is very easy to green because of its massive green window, but also its Q. The Q for this jump shot is pretty much going to be waiting until you see the ball start to elevate. This is kind of similar to the previous jump shot, but it's more of a vertical movement than a horizontal movement. So once you see the ball start going upwards, release square like right here. Overall, this jump shot is very smooth, very easy to green from everywhere on the floor, and also has a massive green window. Finally, for the #1 biggest green window jump shot on next gen is going to be base 73. For the upper releases, I'm going to be using 60% Paul George and 40% Marquise Chris again. Overall, as I said, this jumper has a massive green window, which makes it very easy to green. It is a little bit slow, however, if you don't mind slow jump shots, then this is absolutely perfect for you. It's super easy to green on pretty much every single build, since after all, it does have the biggest green window in the entire game. Additionally, this jump shot is pretty easy to time because of its Q. When using this jump shot, you're going to want to wait for the ball to start to accelerate towards the basket. So when the right arm kind of just starts extending forwards, like right here. Again, if you can release square at the right time consistently, then it will also be green consistently. Overall, this is a pretty smooth and super easy to green jump shot. Also, it's a different jump shot, and I've only ever seen 2 people use it. So definitely, if you want to be a little bit different, try this thing out. Overall, I'll give you guys 3 jump shots on next gen. This way, you guys can find the #1 biggest green window jump shot that also works for you. Moving on to current gen, let's start with a fast jump shot that also has a massive green window, and that is base 37 with release 1 Larry Bird and release 2 Paul George with 1585 blending. This is not only one of the fastest jump shots on current gen, but at the same time also has one of the biggest green windows on current gen. Plus, this jump shot does work for big men, and so will the #1 biggest green window jump shot in the entire game. For this reason, I'm only going to show you guys 2 jump shots on current gen, because big men can use either of these regardless. When using this jump shot, the cue is going to be very simple. All you have to do is look above your player's head, and then once you see the ball, release square. Basically, I just stare above his head, and then once the ball appears, I release square, so like right here. I love when a cue can be as simple as that. It just makes screening so much easier. Finally, for the #1 biggest screen window jump shot on both games is going to be Set Shot 7. I've experimented a little bit with the upper releases, and the best ones that I've found so far is 60% Paul George and 40% Release 62. Overall, this Set Shot 7 base is probably the best green jump shot across both games. Not only does it have the biggest green window out of all usable jump shots, but also gives the biggest boost if you're able to time it correctly. This means that if you're good at timing a shot, you're going to be able to green consistently, even if you have a low three-pointer, since you get such a massive boost. It is a little bit slow, although that only makes it easier to green. Plus, you can run this as your big man jump shot if you want to. For this jump shot, the cue is going to be kind of similar to the first current gen jump shot. However, instead, you're going to want to look in front of your player's head, like at their forehead, and then once you see the ball, release square. So like right here. Overall, as I said, this is the best green jump shot in the entire game. It's super smooth, it has a massive green window, it gives you a massive boost, and plus it's super easy to time. The one and only downside is that it is a little bit slow, so if you don't care about speed, this is probably the perfect jump shot for you. If you have made it this far into the video, let me know in the comments section. I honestly want to see who's rocking with me before 10K. Also, we are so close, so please at least check to make sure you're subscribed. There's a dribble 6 video and a dribble tutorial on the screen right now. Go follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.